stuff to factor in.
So forgive me if I'm wrong, right? But that means Inspector Charles is in winners finals, doesn't it?
It should mean so, yeah, if it's winners bracket, top 8 side.
And we've got Ed Napier versus Bambooka. Are we guaranteed a Russian at the World Championship finals now? Are we guaranteed Russian representative at the World Finals?
I mean, it's to the surprise of no one, because the CIS region in general is such a dangerous force in NetherRealm games and always has been. I know we had some of our players in the EU because it is very much the path to pro. It's an online league. There were certain players where if you reach a certain amount of points, you would no longer be eligible for path to pro. So, for example, you know, Foxy, Madzin, Nivek, these guys all played within the path to pro, and even though they'd won certain weeks or had qualified in weeks, they were just doing basically too well in path to pro. They now have to sort of pursue, the Injustice Pro Series, I should be saying, and they're going to be pursuing that. You know, Foxy's in a great running for that. Nivek is got to have a couple of tournaments, and if he does well in those, he's likely to be there too. Same thing for Madzin. But when it comes to this league in particular, Russia have just been dominating, and they are such a lethal force in this game. It's no surprise to see a Russian winners finals.
Of course, but question is, who is it going to be up against Inspector Charles? It's going to be Bambooka, Supergirl / Superman, or Ed Napier, Batman. I mean, Ed Napier's Batman has been looking incredible today.
Better by the week too,
exactly.
I find.
Every single time we see it, it just gets stronger and stronger. And Bambooka is one of those players that qualified early in the month of Power. Again, we haven't really seen much of him from then to now, and has clearly been putting in the time and is looking deadly because of it. You know, he's looking like a very strong contender. So I'm not really sure how to call it. I kind of expect we'll see Supergirl Batman, perhaps, because I know Superman Batman is a bit up and down. I've heard it described a few ways before, but Supergirl Batman, I think, might be a decent choice.
Well, that's a matchup we definitely need to ask you about, Jim, because you recently actually fought off against Nivek in versus fighting, and it was the exact same matchup, Supergirl versus Batman. How does that matchup sort of tend to go on a competitive level?
If the Supergirl player is comfortable in the matchup, she can shut down Batman's kind of full-on aggression. So then it's on the Batman player to kind of slow it down and force different options and make the correct reads, because he still has good damage, he still has really good resets. It's just if you keep going forward and getting hit by the basic zoning, the basic footsies, then you're going to find you're on a really high hill to climb because of how defensive Supergirl is.
So, into our character select. Hidden Cursor, Bambooka, Supergirl or Superman, or maybe someone completely different. But Napier sticking to his guns, it's no mystery who he's going to select. Batman every single week and continuing to do well.
Fighters approaching Atlantis.
So what Bambooka going for? He did hide his cursor. He wants to leave it as long as possible before he shows off what he's got. I mean, we've seen him play Supergirl and Superman today. Whether he has another character, we'll find out soon.
Begin.
Harley Quinn. Oh, I see. So, if Bambooka is in fact very comfortable in this matchup, then that could help him out big time. Harley Quinn is a character we've seen do very well versus Batman before.
She has a lot of tools to sort of shut down his raw aggression. We're going to see how well Bambooka can establish that. She's got a lot of range. She can cover a lot of areas of the screen. Caught by the forward 2 overhead immediately.
So there we go. Into the hyena setup. Oh, ducks under the cakes.
Now, immediately, normally players eat that overhead into up batarang all the time. The first time he did it against Bambooka, not once. He didn't get hit by it yet. So I wonder if that's going to be foreshadowing how well he'll be defending against this Batman pressure.
There's that full conversion. Oh, the hyena doesn't come out in time. That's going to be a full combo.
Actually, rare footage of hyenas not coming out. You normally see them appear just in a mist, but wow, the reset.
Oh no, drops his combo though. Napier's going to have to close this out soon, but no, he's eating a full combo for it. That one combo drop has actually lost him the lead.
Doesn't meter burn the play doctor, just goes for the restand and leaves it at that, keeping the bar for the zoning or whatever else. I mean, those cupcake bombs, they cover so much of the screen, it's hard to deny those. Wow, threading the needle. Taking the grab though, using those minus frames to his advantage.
Oh, instant jump into a throw from Bambooka. And again, all this is possible because Napier dropped a single combo.
Indeed.
He's now really struggling to close it out.
This is why you finish your plate, as they say. I mean, like, if you drop your combo and you leave the opponent with a speck of life, every ounce of this damage is unnecessary damage that Napier should not have taken.
And slowly but surely, he's actually getting closer and closer to actually losing the game. He managed to finally close it out, but I mean, at what cost? Look how much life he lost in the process.
Oh, and the trade. Fantastic trade as well. Bud and Lou saving the day. Good blocks. Bambooka.
Absolutely incredible defense.
What? That was he blocked everything, including the last-minute meter burn cross-up. I mean, Bambooka, when will this man be opened up?
He's been blocking constantly for about 15 seconds. Oh, the Hyena's coming in.
There's the low. Finally gets an opening, but not much. Chases down the backdash.
You can tap out if you wanna.
I never quit.
Now we'll find out. They're going to go back to full screen, and this is always going to be in the advantage of the keep away character. Bambooka's got to be careful though. If he gets tagged once, he's got no clash available. Napier tags him one time with the trait, and he might be able to reset this, but as each gunshot comes through, I mean, look at that, he's got 2 traits available.
Oh, instant jump to Napier with a read. He has one.
Oh, no!
The grab hook didn't connect, but no, Bambooka wasn't ready.
The classic. The absolute classic.
That's the air tech. The Hyena manages to jump over. Another one. Oh, the Hyena didn't do quite enough.
But he's still alive! Hang on a minute! Oh my days. But I had a slide on the neutral jump. That could not have been any closer. What
Napier,
just happened?
Jesus, he came so close, losing the whole thing down to a couple of errors, but what clutch play. As closer it got to ending that game, Bambooka just seemed to freeze up. There was a lot of situations Bambooka was guaranteed to win, but he just didn't take them.
That's the kind of moment that if that slide doesn't work, you feel like an idiot. But if the slide works, you feel like a god. And that was one of those god moments. I mean, take that, Harley Quinn, Batman, ready for every situation.
This is just one of those classic commentary moments where right now we're going, what a godlike read, the slide was amazing. But if it was blocked, we'd be like, I can't believe he did that. What a big mistake.
We would
What a
be
huge,
roasting
obvious
him
error.
so bad right now, but not today. One game up, Napier.
Oh my lord. But you know Napier's going to be happy with that, like 100%. And is still in time to combo from it. Wow.
Riding a crazy amount of momentum at this stage. No bomb as well. Fumbles the bomb input.
Did Batman... Wait, did Napier jump off that before it exploded?
I don't know. We'll have to check the tapes. Trying to instant jump back to...
I think Bambooka put a bomb on it and jumped off. And Napier followed it.
Batman
with just a normal
care.
one.
Batman has no fear.
But that was such a Batman thing to do as well.
Jumping off an exploding car before
Yeah.
detonation. Oh,
Just a nick of time.
spending a lot of bar, maybe actually expecting Bambooka close in space. But wow, clean jump in.
Into a full combo as well. Respectable jumping damage.
He had no bar to go for the restand though.
Oh, there's that wake up. As soon as Bambooka saw him in the air. Oh, but there we go. There's that classic wake up coming out from Napier, doing well good stuff.
I would say Batman has a wake up of his own, but that actually is not a wake up attack. Oh, clean jump. Forcing the push block. There we go. Napier. It's just ruthless, non-stop aggression. You push block and Batman is right in there all over again.
Napier's pressure has been insane. I mean, look at that. The reads. Instant jump too. And there we go, catching the backdash. Napier is all over him at the moment.
Now this is more like it.
You're still a step slow.
That's definitely a change of what we saw in the previous game as well. It was so close beforehand, but Napier's just really turned the throttle on.
It's just like Napier's just started to play so much faster now. Oh, and his reads are on point. That almost instant down too, that launching option.
There's the stagger, a single back two.
Oh, quick juggle coming out from Bambooka.
Wow, wake up grappling hook, doesn't quite connect. Meter burn forward 3 to power through. He's got a bar left for the meter burn grappling hook as well.
That's going to connect. That's going to take the life bar away. Bambooka has a lot of work to do. He has no super meter and a full bar of life to take away. And Napier has clash too.
2 bats also. Now, he can afford to play this life game. If he takes these trades, he has to hit 2 more batarangs, he's going to win. But hang on, Bambooka. The early clash, I think Napier just kind of go, right, let's just kind of reset this situation. He's going to be able to set 1, or at least spend 1 bar. He knows Bambooka can't spend any because he needs to keep that bar for a comeback. Oh, wow, raw tantrum. Unfortunately.
A combo. No, he didn't go for it.
Dropped his combo, though. That's very unfortunate. You know that tantrum should have been a big damage, but punished quite heavily for it. Napier now 2 games up.
Indeed.
And he is on the verge of going into winners finals to fight Inspector Charles. And it's going to be qualified late versus qualified early. Quite a story.
Indeed. But unfortunately, Bambooka opting to forward dash into a projectile there. Probably an input error in the clutch moment, but you just said it right, a clean 2-0 lead. Bambooka now going back into Harley, really does have confidence in this matchup and isn't playing it horrifically. I mean, the first match was definitely all his to win. It's just Napier just had that clutch factor, right? He was able to keep himself together in a better fashion, but he's riding that momentum. It's almost like Bambooka is still not quite recovered from that first match.
Well, we might see if history's going to repeat itself in this potential final game. He's going to bet the farm on Harley Quinn. He's going to ride it out with her until the end. Is it going to work out, though? his defense was just so on point in that first game, but it does seem that as we've gone on, he has been opened up a little bit more, a little bit easier. And again, just trying to jump on Wake Up, and unfortunately just taking all of this unnecessary damage, trying to Wake Up Tantrum, looking a little bit like he's mentally checked out, tries to anti-air, but Batman, with the many ways to adjust his jumping arc, says otherwise.
Still though, despite all those changes that didn't go in Bambooka's favor, he was still able to get a nice anti-air and a nice whiff punish here as well, pushing Napier back towards the corner.
He's got him full screen, but for how long? Whenever we saw Harley Quinn do well versus Batman, it's because of that defensive game being hard to crack open. But as the rounds go on and on, Napier finding it so much easier to get that opening, and now he's on match point.
Oh. Interesting trade. Bambooka still down on life, but set to full screen. Oh, but that forward dash under the cupcake. Napier is just threading the needle over and over.
That was just clean.
Oh.
And no, the last minute, crocodile support. Oh no, another jump in. Chase down and tries to down to a funny time. I don't know. I don't know whether Bambooka has the composure here to pull it through. He's been opened up so consistently. He's going to get a full combo. The back three has to land, in which it does. And now this is his final chance. He has no meter, but he has got Bud and Lou.
Has some resources, but is it enough? Oh no, he gets a full combo. Ooh, doesn't get the full confirm.
Couple of scrambles here. Needs to try and recover from this situation. Lots of work to do just to get a game on the board, not even to win.
Oh, there's that down two. Definitely not going to mess that one up. No clash coming out of Bambooka. No, decides to clash a bit too late.
Like old times.
Push yourself harder.
Now, these are the kind of clashes that you don't like, because nothing's been accomplished. He just had to try and stay alive. He could have lost the game there, but no!
Instant jump to Napier, just taking a little bit too far ahead. There's a clash of his own.
Both with no bar. That's it. No health is going to be exchanged here. It's just going to be a straight up reset. But here comes the trait. This is where things get dangerous. Batman only needs one more solid hit. He's got a bar for meter burn. And every single time he does a batarang, it's going to just build more and more. One bar spent, soon to be a second. The bear trap. Oh, game over. That's all she wrote.
That's all she needs, and that's going to be it. Napier is going to be in winners finals versus Inspector Choz. The final two people left in winners side of Path to Pro. It comes down to the Russian face-off in winners finals.
I mean, really, are we surprised? Russia is so dangerous at this game, and they have been continuing to show that in Path to Pro. I'm more than happy that at least one of these guys is going to be showing, you know, that they have what it takes. You know?
I mean, I was expecting minimum to see one Russian make it through to the World Championships. Considering who we had qualified here, you know, I actually thought Sakron was going to be that guaranteed spot because of how well we saw Sakron play before and how much we know he is, how successful he was at MKX. But it seems that, you know, Napier, who has just gotten better and better as the weeks have moved on, and Inspector Choz just, I don't want to say the unknown, but really the dark horse of this entire tournament, will be facing off against each other in Atrocitus, most likely versus Batman, winners finals, guaranteeing one of them at least second place.
Well, Mr. Batman, Undead Jim, what was that display? You know, from what we see in these replays and the game plan that Napier established, what made it so dangerous and convincing for a 3-0 result?
I think this is the same thing that we saw against Sakron's Green Arrow, where he would do grapple or he would jump because he was like, you have to make me respect you first. And I think it was the same with this Harley pick. It was, I'm going to jump at you, I'm going to dash at you, you have to like stop me coming forward, otherwise I'm definitely coming in at some point. And Harley wasn't able to kind of keep him out, and that meant that Napier just got in and worked his pressure and mix-ups.
I suppose it's just the classic, right? Just because it's a bad matchup on paper, you know, just because it's kind of widely regarded that Harley Quinn beats Batman. Generally, that's what we tend to hear from a lot of Harley players, from a lot of Batman players.
Green Arrow beats Batman as well, and clearly it wasn't a problem for Napier either.
You still need to know, as the player, what to do to exploit that, what to make it a bad matchup. It's not just a case of, I'm just going to pick Harley Quinn and beat this Batman. You have to know the ins and outs of that matchup to make it bad for that player. And I think Napier just did a little bit of a better job playing around the matchup a little bit more. You know, even down to little things like forward dashing over, you know, under cupcakes, or instant jump twos on predictions, right? That one step ahead read that he just has always done and is getting him so successful.